the name of all that is Mobius!
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Beautiful.
Time to fight.
You'll never disable. Let's make this sporting. This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you. X-42!
Was that all?
Okay, let me pick a perk. I'm basically done with this DLC. So I'm gonna need my companions to be stronger, because I'm gonna need them in the base game. Okay, I can sell those binoculars. Okay, I found all of the sonic emitter upgrades. Okay, let me repair this lure. Okay, so this is Morbius's lab. The green is pretty cool, though. You know, it's kind of creepier than the other one. But the other one's creepier to me. After we find out the plot twist of this DLC, which I already know. But
I'm running out of floor space for my... Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left? Yeah. Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached.
Okay, so he's missing an eye.
I love mentats. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel.
So he basically uses Mentos to boost, you know, his intelligence. And, you know, he's an addict. You aren't exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a supervillain.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here.
Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. Even if I forget them occasionally.
I was curious about some things.
Oh, curious.
I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest.
What can you tell me about robo-scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army.
I was curious about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why are the broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho.
Well, it sounds like you built road scorpions and issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe.
Everything you told me doesn't add up. You're playing your name Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy.
Science, you programmed their names as part of a recursion loop. What, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather. But yes, I did take some liberties with their programming.
Why did you trap them?
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them.
Intelligence Klein, Mobius, O, a circle, 8, an infinity symbol. They're all loops, I get it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. They have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too far thing-taking.
So they're mad scientists, which makes them dangerous. Intelligence are a minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros.
Really? It is so unlikely to make an error in anything I do.
You're a senile drug addict, what you mean? If you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived.
There must have been signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt that you were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
Perception, the bullet that went into my brain. Doc Mitchell tried to patch it up, but...
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury and...
So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave ever. Intelligence and Klein said they had the idea to get 3 technologies after your broadcast coincidence.
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea.
Oh, they're making fun of people who believe in illogical things. What's the purpose of these technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit, why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projector emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer.
So the sonic emitter uses medicine to calm you down, and the sneaking suit basically calms your heart rate down, so they can't hear your heart beating or you move more quietly. Why is there other data transmitting your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program.
But the think tank download the schematics, not down, they can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate.
Curious about some things.
Yes, this...
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
So he does have good in him. He basically did a lot of the experiments by, turning the think tank into lobotomites like him in order to basically stop the think tank from doing mad experiments, which were dangerous. And, you know, a lot of the bad things he did, he was just high and old and senile. He just needed help. Maybe if the think tank tried to help their friend when they were human, maybe this would have never happened.
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been?
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Okay, this nigga said I'm dumb, okay? This guy's an asshole.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge.
Okay, he's technically right. You know, I'm technically insulting myself when I'm calling my brain an asshole or a dick, basically, because my brain controls everything I do. So, you know, I'm basically insulting myself, which is stupid. I'm insulting my thought pattern, even if it's outside of my head. So I basically just said everything I do is stupid. So, you know, the brain is an asshole because I am a dick. Of course, you're responsible. You're my brain. That's a pretty good comeback. I didn't realize it caused you so much distress, my actions.
Well, maybe next time you hear me telling you that charging a knifekin with a penknife is a bad idea.
You gotta follow your first mind. Do you want to be reunited? I thought you were happy to get back in my head. Wait, how the hell did Mobius get a hold of you?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to...
How did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate.
So he don't remember due to his trauma blocking those bad memories out. My bad memories out. That seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence. Well, that answers on to something else. Well, it is pretty unlikely.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Do you want to be reunited?
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing.
But what about the good things? What about crush those who oppose you? The smell of fire. Too bad I've got arms and you don't. I don't see your point.
I can see there's going to be no reasoning with you at all.
So would you rather stay here, never leave a tank or whatever this stuff is? Well, if you like being stuck there so much, I'll just leave. I don't think nobody would in their right mind.
Oh no, please don't leave me.
Look what happened to a think tank. Do you want to end up like them after a few hundred years? Exactly. Going insane due to living forever because, you know, you've done everything. You're basically doing the same thing every day, which is insanity. Science, then surely you take into account the corrosive effects of long-term exposure to biogel. What would happen if I left you?
Let me see. I suppose you'd continue on much as you are now, using that synthetic thinking machine to do the heavy lifting.
And if I put you back?
I'm not entirely sure. I suppose there's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
No shit,
What?
but you need your brain to live. Come on, let's go. Lady killer. Come on, you're my brain, I'm your body. That's meant to be. Okay, that's a weird type of self-love. I don't think my character is a woman. But I guess it's a woman's brain and a man's body. No, I'm not on no gay shit. So, this is a joke. I'm looking too much into this shit. I'm taking this shit too literally. Oh, they promised to put us back together. Let's go make them share. Come on, brain. It's stomping time. Let's think about this. Speech 7, you're a part of me. Yeah, that's why we should be together. If the think tank won't hold up their bargain, we'll make them. Let's go. So the jukebox obviously allows me to put sound waves from multiple beings, which I basically learned the notes of from research I've done in this DLC inside the sonic emitter. And now that I've grabbed the sound waves from the giant robo scorpion, which is the boss of the DLC and the strongest enemy in this DLC and one of the strongest enemies in this game, I should make that the first sonic emitter upgrade I use. Now I'm gonna go on YouTube and see which sonic emitter upgrade is meta off screen during or after one of these videos. But each sonic emitter upgrade / sound wave has its own sound, and you know they can hurt the enemy in different ways. You know, like in real life, some sound waves can hypnotize people. Some are so loud they can make your brain explode, for example. Okay, everything's turned red, which means it's gotta be hostile.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hope?
Okay, so I played this game multiple times, and even if you kill Mobius, the think tank are still hostile. I found my brain. We're gonna settle this. I'm not handing my brain over. Lie, you think I'm a lobotite? No, my skull houses the brain of Dr. Mobius. Science 100. Nothing is impossible for science. Mentions, lasers, and brainwaves. They're all mine to command. I offer a deal. Stay here. Deal. Stay put. I'll let you live. I will permit you from doing this to me. Okay, I didn't know you could spare him if you had science at 100. I've never had science at 100 when I played this DLC. So that's pretty cool.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the most powerful minds of the 23rd century. The courier who had been brought to the Big Empty became its new overlord, using its facilities ruthlessly and decisively when needed. Sometimes, science is more than a quest for discovery. It is a weapon to be used in the service of one with the strength to understand it.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with eating everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. It learned several new murderous techniques from the courier and built a blood shrine to itself in the cuckoo's nest. The cave floor was soon filled with the horror of 100 gutted toasters. A silent, grisly, unplugged audience. Their purpose? To toast bread. Unfulfilled.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O once, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, or what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
The Big Empty lived up to its name, a hollow crater of failures of a past era, a last sad statement of the old world.
In the time following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, Old World Blues became more than a catchphrase.
It became a reality, a withering form of nostalgia for times long past.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, it was all this and more. Old world blues, new world misery. The two became one in the courier's shadow.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
They're talking about Lonesome Road.
Huzzah, sir! Huzzah! Huzzah, sir!
try. Forceps, nurse.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain.
Man's got a severe case.
Might I be safe?
The shoe along.
Will Sir be staying for... Will Sir be staying for...
Okay, let me buy some mods.
Will Sir be staying for... Will Sir be staying for any...
With the brains...
Will Sir be staying for... Will Sir be staying for any...
Okay, I'll increase the weapon damage.
Sneaking done. Fighting now. Have a stim pack. Injecting stim pack. Injecting stim pack. We're out of stim packs.
Okay, so the
Maybe you'd be better off
Robo-Scorpion
with an
one does
Autodoc suit.
explosive damage. That's pretty cool. The
Fighting
accuracy could
over.
be better, but there's a trade-off for everything. Okay, let me try out a non-energy weapon since I'm fighting ghouls.
We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an Autodoc suit.